From the weapons of battle to a public rest place. Built in 1944. Rock's Unbong, LST 671, worked as a landing craft with the Republic of Korea Navy for over 60 years before being decommissioned in 2006. Instead of scuttling the ship, the naval headquarters decided to adapt it into a location for a comprehensive cultural experience. As a result, Hamsang Park was created and donated to Gimpo City. Seeing a vessel that had formerly been on the front lines of battle transform into a rest area for the populace inspires more fervent hope for the age of peace. The LST's function. In order to sneak into the enemy's coastal areas, landing operations are typically started by troops who have been carried by boats, landing craft, or aircraft. LSTs, or landing ships and tanks, assist in moving troops to the desired beach. LSTs from the Allied powers, which made a prominent appearance during the Second World War. Berthed at coastal locations without ports and landed troops, vehicles, and supplies, greatly aiding the victory as a whole. The Unbong LST's history. In February 1944, Bethlehem Steel Company in Quincy, Massachusetts, produced the Unbong LST. It served as LST number 1010 and participated in the invasion of Okinawa in April 1945 as well as the landing operation in southern France in August 1944. In 1955, the USA gave it to the ROC Navy, which dubbed it number 807 and later 671 Unbong. From February 1966 through December 1972, the Unbong LST participated in the Vietnam War 7 times, supporting the rearguard actions of South Korean troops. After serving for 62 years, it retired in 2006. Cargo management and training assistance. The USA's huge production of LSTs contributed to the Allied powers' victory in World War II. They were excellent for logistical tasks including the transportation of supplies and injured men in addition to landing operations. Due to a lack of harbor infrastructure, the Allied forces were forced to rely on LSTs to handle supplies. Later, until its retirement from duty, the Unbong LST assisted in the transfer of supplies and maneuvers, as well as distant island services. During the Vietnam War, Unbong LST, armed forces from Korea fought in the Vietnam War, gaining valuable battle experience and upgrading their arsenal. The Unbong LST, which set off from Incheon on February 1 and arrived in Cam Ranh on February 12, 1966, was assigned to the Vietnam War. It had delivered troops and military equipment to Nha Trang 9 times as of October 24. By December 1972, it had been sent out 6 more times, supporting rear operations in Vietnam for a total of 42 months. During World War II, Unbong LST. The Unbong LST saw action in 2 significant battles during World War II. The training exercises in southern France in August 1944 and the landing in Okinawa in April 1945. In France, the ports of Toulon and Marseille provided logistical support, and the Okinawa operation served as a significant Japanese landing operation that came after the 2 Jima landing operations. On the morning of April 1, 1945, U.S. LSTs transported 4 divisions to the Ganeda Gulf, and on June 23, U.S. forces entirely captured Okinawa. The LST's function. In order to sneak into the enemy's coastal areas, landing operations are typically started by troops who have been carried by boats, landing craft, or aircraft. LSTs, or landing ships and tanks, assist in moving troops to the desired beach. LSTs from the Allied powers, which made a prominent appearance during the Second World War. Berthed at coastal locations without ports and landed troops, vehicles, and supplies, greatly aiding the victory as a whole. Here are some of the LST's lower deck components and their purposes. Unbong Introduction Corner, a location that offers details about Unbongham's dimensions, features, construction, and equipment. Utilizes the inside of the ship's construction and characteristics to introduce Unbongham's general contents and to convey the era's mood. Warship Introduction Corner, introducing the War of the Landing and the historical tales that surround it. The age of media tables and enormous screens offer a range of information on domestic and foreign warships. Cinema, it tells the tale of a grandson who, along with his grandfather, went out to see the world. Through his grandfather, the grandson learns about the horrors of war and previous landings. Hall of Experience, through panels, avatar experiences, search kiosks, and more, visitors can transform into members of the Navy, learn fundamental military information, and experience training for the Navy's Special Forces, including IBS, disembarkation net, and rappel. Glass covers the upper portion of the engine room, which is at the bottom of the lower deck and offers unusual views and information. Reproduction area in the cabin. Utilize the trap's existing threads as much as you can to recreate the trap's original shape. A place to relax. Building a rest area out of an existing restaurant. The upper deck outside. Upkeep of the upper deck's cabin facilities, a recreation of some of the original area and actual function expectations. Installation of an observation telescope for viewing the surroundings of Damyong Port. Setting up a flexible stage and rest areas, recreating some historical places, and adding room functions.